Welcome to Manifest Beyond Limits, the podcast that helps you break free from fear and self-doubt so you can create a life filled with abundance, joy, and fulfillment. I'm your host, DaNajah, manifestation coach, speaker, and believer in limitless possibility. Each week, we'll dive into the mindset shifts, energetic principles, and manifestation tools that help you step into your power and design a reality that truly lights you up. Because here, we believe there are no limits, and anything is possible. You ready? Let's manifest beyond limits. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Manifest Beyond Limits podcast. As you can see by the title, this week we're diving into something really close to my heart, manifestation in religion. This is a topic I've wrestled with personally, and I know so many others have too. Because when you grow up with strong faith and then discover manifestation, energy in the universe, it can feel confusing. You might start to ask yourself, am I doing something wrong? Or can I believe in both? So, to give you a little backstory, I grew up Muslim. My parents actually came from a Christian background before converting to Islam when I was a toddler. So I grew up deeply rooted in faith and in the belief in God. But when I first started learning about manifestation, I remember feeling this guilt and shame, like somehow I was going against my religion. I saw so many mixed opinions online, some saying manifestation is separate from God, others saying it's the same thing. And for a while, I didn't know where I fit. But the more I studied, the more I realized something powerful. These ideas aren't separate. They're just different languages for the same truth. So over the last year, as I deepened both my faith and my yoga practice, I started noticing the overlap, how what I was learning in Islam, manifestation, and yoga were all reflections of the same principles: faith, surrender, trust, alignment, and gratitude. Whether you call it God, the universe, source, or the creator, it's all about recognizing that there's a higher power guiding us and that we are co-creators through the mind, the energy, and the power that was placed within us. So I've created in my mind 3 bridges of how I connect religion, manifestation, and yoga, and how all 3 align. So bridge 1 is about faith and divine timing, about trust in the higher power. Every faith teaches surrender, trusting that there's a divine plan unfolding even when we can't see it. In manifestation, we call that trusting the process. In religion, we call it faith. And yoga is Ishvara Pranidhana, surrendering to the divine. Different words, same energy. It's that moment of saying, I release control because I know something greater is working through me. The second bridge is about the power within us and about co-creation and mindset. Religion teaches us that God gave us free will, the ability to choose our thoughts and actions. Manifestation teaches that our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions shape our reality. And in yoga, the mind is the bridge between the physical and spiritual world. When the mind is aligned, everything flows. So it's the same truth. God didn't just give us life, He gave us the power to shape it. And the last bridge is about signs, intuition, and guidance, the conversation with the divine. So in religion, we call it answered prayers or divine guidance. In manifestation, it's synchronicities, nudges, or intuitive hits. In yoga, it's an inner knowing, the higher self communicating through stillness. However you define it, it's all communication from the same loving energy that's guiding us every step of the way. So when you really look at religion, manifestation, and yoga, you start to see repeating themes everywhere. Faith, believing before seeing. Gratitude, focusing on blessings, amplifies abundance. Intention, prayer and affirmation are both setting intention. And surrender, trusting divine timing. These are universal truths, expressions of love, trust, and alignment with divine order. This also connects us with something I'll be diving deeper into in a future episode: the universal laws. There are 12 main ones, and they mirror the same principles you find in most religions and spiritual teachings. For example, the law of belief mirrors faith. The law of gratitude reflects thankfulness and prayer. And the law of cause and effect aligns with reaping what you sow. The law of divine oneness reminds us that we're all connected through the same divine source. So I won't go too deeply into them today, but I wanted to introduce this idea because these laws bridge the language of manifestation, religion, and science, showing us that we're all talking about the same truth, just in different ways. So maybe manifestation and religion aren't opposites after all. Maybe they've been saying the same thing all along, that you are powerful, that your faith matters, and that you are supported by something greater than you. It's not about what you call it, it's about how you live it. And when we stop focusing on the differences in language and start focusing on the love, the faith, and the energy behind it, that's when we truly begin to manifest beyond limits. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode of Manifest Beyond Limits. I hope you're leaving feeling inspired, empowered, and ready to take aligned action toward your next level. If this episode spoke to your heart, it would mean the world if you shared it with someone who needs to hear it, or left a quick review to help more beautiful souls find this space. And if you'd like to stay connected, you can find me on Instagram at Manifest Beyond Limits, or visit manifestbeyondlimits.com to dive deeper into my world. And remember, you are powerful, you are supported, and there are no limits to what you can create. With that being said, go out there and manifest a life that's truly beyond limits.